Hello and welcome to Snow Day video number 2. Today we're going to talk a little bit about adding and subtracting mixed numbers. And we'll also do a little bit of multiplying whole numbers by a fraction. So we'll get started with adding mixed numbers. Our first example is going to be 2 3/8 plus 4 4/8. And as I go through these, if you guys want to just pause the video and work them out on your own before we go over the answer, and then you can kind of check it with our work, then that would be an option. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add the fractions up. So 3/8 plus 4/8 is equal to 7/8. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So our answer on this one is 6 7/8. We'll go a little bit harder here. We'll go 3 3/5 plus 1 3/5. And again, we'll start with our fractions. 3/5 plus 3/5 is equal to 6/5. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Remember, before we have our final answer, we don't want to have a numerator that's bigger than our denominator, so we'll just divide that out really fast. 6 divided by 5, 5 fits in there one time. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1, so 1 becomes our numerator. 5 is our denominator. So we'll take that, and instead of using that 6/5, we'll turn that down into 1 1/5. And we'll add the 4 to it. So our answer here is going to be 5 1/5. Third example, and we'll do about 4 adding and 4 subtracting before we get into the multiplying. We'll take 7 8/10 plus 9 5/10. Again, we start with our fractions. 8 plus 5 is 13/10. 7 plus 9 is 16. So we're going to, again, we don't want the numerator bigger than the denominator, so we'll take 13 divided by 10. 10 fits into 13 one time. 1 times 10 is 10. 13 minus 10 is 3. 3 now becomes my numerator. 10 is my denominator. So we turned 13/10 into 1 3/10. We'll just add that 16 to it for our answer to equal 17 3/10. On to our fourth and final adding mixed numbers example. We have 4 2/4 plus 2 3/4. 2/4 plus 3/4 equals 5/4. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Again, we don't want this numerator bigger than our denominator, so we'll take 5 divided by 4. 4 fits into 5 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 becomes my numerator. 4 is my denominator. I'll take that 5/4. We just turn that into 1 1/4. Add it back to my 6. And our answer there is 7 1/4 for our final adding example. We'll go down here and we'll go on to subtracting mixed numbers. Start off with an easier one, and then we'll worry about how to borrow. Our first one, 5 3/5 minus 1 1/5. Again, if you want to pause these and try them before give the answer, feel free to do so. 3/5 minus 1/5. Start with the fractions. That is equal to 2/5. 5 minus 1 equals 4. So we have 4 2/5. Oops. Next example. Take 4 4/6 minus 1 5/6. Again, we start with our 4 6 minus 5 6, but our bigger number has to be on top. We can't take 5 away from 4, so we'll borrow from the whole number 4, make that a 3, and whatever our denominator is, which in this case is a 6, we're going to add it to our numerator. So 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, so now we have 10 sixths, and then 10 6 minus 5 6 is equal to 5 6. And 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So our answer there should be 2 and 5 sixths. Next example, we have 6 and 3 ninths minus 2 and 8 ninths. Again, here we're going to take 3 ninths minus 8 ninths. Can't take 8 away from 3, so I'm going to borrow from my 6, make that a 5. Again, whatever my denominator is what we're going to add to our numerator, so 9 plus 3 is 12. So now it becomes 12 ninths. 12 minus 8 is equal to 4, so we have 4 ninths. 5 minus 2 equals 3, so our answer here is 3 and 4 ninths. 3 and 4 ninths. And our last example for subtracting is going to be 7 minus 2 and 2/3. On this one, I can't take 2/3 away from nothing, so I'm going to borrow from my whole number of 7, make that a 6. Since the denominator down here is a 3, that is what I'm going to use as my denominator up here. And then to make it one whole, my numerator is going to be 3, so it'll be 3/3. And now 3/3 minus 2/3 is equal to 1/3. 6 minus 2 equals 4. So my answer here is 4 and 1/3. And on to our last section of multiplying whole numbers by fractions. First example is going to be 8 times 4 sixths. And all we're going to do is we're going to multiply the whole number by our numerator. So 8 times 4 is equal to 32. We're going to keep our denominator the same of 6 to make it 32 sixths. But we don't want to leave it as an improper fraction, so we will divide this out. 32 divided by 6. 6 can fit into 32 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. 32 minus 30 is 2. And so 2 becomes my numerator, 6 is my denominator. So 32 sixths is equal to 5 and 2 sixths. Next problem, 3/5 times 9. And we'll do the same thing here. We're going to multiply our whole number by our numerator. So 3 times 9 is 27. Keep our denominator the same with 5. And not leave it improper. We're going to turn it into a mixed number. So we'll take 27 divided by 5. 5 can fit in 27 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. 7 minus 5 is 2. So 2 is my numerator. 5 is my denominator. So 27/5 is equal to 5 and 2/5. And our last example, 4 times 7/10. And again, whole number times our numerator is 28. Keep our denominator the same. Turn that into a mixed number, so 28 divided by 10. 10 fits into 28 2 times. 2 times 10 is 20. 8 minus 0 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. So 8 is my numerator. 10 is my denominator. So 28 tenths is equal to 2 and 8 tenths. And that is your math lesson for this beautiful snow day. Enjoy the rest of